From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begin troubadours and judge of the court of love. Ascend your throne again. Inspire the hearts of your subjects, that they will cheer you and flock to your banners. For all who know your reign, know your compassion.
Our civilization has accomplished something historic, worthy of being celebrated and remembered for generations to come. These accomplishments help our civilization reach a golden age and avoid a dark age. Reconnaissance units like Scouts are unique in that they can gain experience by exploring and discovering parts of the world.
I am fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals. Under the white cliff's battlemented crown, hushed to a depth of more than Sabbath peace.
Enacting new policies in our government can be of great benefit. Our people await your decree.
At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. No man ever wetted clay and then left it, as if there would be bricks by chance and fortune.
As our civic knowledge grows, so do our methods of governance. Furthering this endeavor will allow us to appoint a governor to strengthen our power in our cities.
Skill without imagination is craftsmanship, and gives us many useful objects, such as wickerwork picnic baskets.
May I make a suggestion?
I shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth. I knew not where. Every nation lives by exchanging.
This river has floodplains, which means it has flooded before, and might burst its banks again. A flood along this river could happen at any point in the future. This presents us with risks, but potentially benefits too. My liege, we have an envoy at our disposal. We can use the envoy to gain favor with the city-state. Becoming friendly with a city-state neighbor can be greatly beneficial to our civilization.
Mysticism is the mistake of an accidental and individual symbol for a universal one.
Civilizations have uncovered new technologies and civics, and soon the world itself will reach the dawn of a new era. Our actions in this era may lead us into a golden age for our civilization, or perhaps darker days lie ahead. We have recently gained advanced knowledge in city planning. Creating districts in our cities can be much more powerful and lucrative than simple improvements like farms and mines.
Writing means sharing. It's part of the human condition to want to share things. Thoughts, ideas, opinions. Bravery is being the only one who knows you're afraid. Who deserves more credit than the wife of a coal miner?
We now have the opportunity to appoint a governor to our civilization. This governor will be a powerful and productive asset when assigned to one of our cities. I suggest we choose a candidate as soon as possible.
Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too.
Our governor is now on their way to their assigned city. It will take some time for them to become established there. Once established, their talents will come into effect, strengthening our rule there.
Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too.
Our people know this new resource may be essential for building certain military units, and they have begun to stockpile it for future use. We should manage our use of this resource to make the most of it. The time has come to choose which of our accomplishments to commemorate in our history. This will inspire our people to continue to press forward towards a path of your choosing. History marches forward, and the world has entered a new era. We may see a golden age or a dark age in our civilization's future. Once again, we have the opportunity to enhance our powers of governance. We can use it to promote. We are now ready to choose where to build our government buildings. We may.
It is equally important to have a happy and engaged workforce as it is to have a profitable bottom line. The sea seemed to roll back upon itself, and to be driven from its banks by the convulsive motion of the earth. It is certain at least the shore was considerably enlarged, and several sea animals were left upon it. On the other side, a black and dreadful cloud, broken with rapid, zigzag flashes, revealed behind it variously shaped masses of flame.
My liege, we are beginning to attract the attention of the great people of the world. Of course, there are other leaders vying for their attention too. The more specialized districts we construct, the more we will draw in specialized great people to share their talents with our civilization. I advise that we continue to build these.
A man on a horse is spiritually as well as physically bigger than a man on foot. People who cannot find time for recreation are sooner or later to find time for illness.
May I suggest that we construct a government building to memorialize and strengthen our current government?
Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The poets have been mysteriously silent on the subject of cheese.
In addition to bringing riches to our civilization, this trade route will gradually develop roads between our cities. Roads allow our units to no longer be impaired by the difficult terrain through which they pass. Your Grace, we have obtained greater knowledge in the art of building static fortifications. Building walls around our cities will not only make them stronger against a foreign invader, but will also allow them to bombard nearby enemies.
Each of us is carving a stone, erecting a column, or cutting a piece of stained glass in the construction of something much bigger than ourselves. Vessels large may venture more, but little boats should keep near shore. Those who in quarrels interpose must often wipe a bloody nose.
Chosen to create a city along the low coast, within the sound of the ocean's waves. But this is lowland, and will flood if the sea level rises.
آي أميناتور نوبيا جوانان ملكة لينا أفرياكا مرحبا لوكو قبلوكو ترفرا هيلتون أنا منا
We can no more have exact religious thinking without theology than exact mensuration and astronomy without mathematics, or exact iron-making without chemistry.
The opportunity has arrived for a change into a new and more powerful system of government. Let us strengthen our identity and enact more policies to govern our people.
Divide and rule, a sound motto. Unite and lead, a better one. There is no easy way to train an apprentice. My two tools are example and nagging.
Our dedication to the ways of science has attracted a great scientist to our civilization. I am certain we will be able to use them to benefit future scientific developments.
History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon. I sprang upon the swift ship in the form of a dolphin, prey to me as Apollo Delphinius. Also the altar itself shall be called Delphinius and overlooked forever. If I were again beginning my studies, I would follow the advice of Plato and start with mathematics. Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack.
Sang gitar jata aku, ratuning kalawan pangraksaning Indonesia. Sintena ikang kumira, aku tanpa bisa lumrah aning dasaring samudra.
Jag är Kristina, Sveriges drottning, patron av konst och litteratur. Hälsar jag en annan kunskapsälskande person?
4 building blocks of the universe are fire, water, gravel, and vinyl. Near the Mesoges, opposite Laodicea, is Hierapolis, where are hot springs and the plutonium, both of which have some singular properties. The water of the springs is so easily consolidated and becomes stone that if it is conducted through watercourses, dams are formed consisting of a single piece of stone. The Navy has both a tradition and a future, and we look with pride and confidence in both directions. I cannot imagine any condition which would cause a ship to founder. Modern shipbuilding has gone beyond that.
Great news! Our accomplishments have propelled our civilization into a golden age. During this time, our civilization will be stronger and more loyal than ever.
It's all papers and forms. The entire civil service is like a fortress made of papers, forms, and red tape.
Sira angodohi pasir ikang luwih alit. Kawigaten, pro pranaya ikan lan ingaranan ahayu.
The purpose of education is to replace an empty mind with an open one.
We have uncovered a way to increase our farming output. To tap into this potential, I suggest we try to maintain 2 adjacent farms to each plot of farmland.
Betwixt the stirrup and the ground, mercy I asked, mercy I found. With the advance of feudalism came the growth of iron armour, until, at last, a fighting man resembled an armadillo. My ancestor Darius made this Apadana, but it was burnt down. By the grace of Ahura Mazda, Anahita, and Mithra, I reconstructed this Apadana.
Completing the construction of this building has inspired our policymakers. If we choose to institute this new policy in our government, it could greatly help our people.
The more science intervenes in warfare, the more will be the need for engineers in the field armies. In the late war, there were never enough sappers at any time. An architect should live as little in cities as a painter. Send him to our hills, and let him study there what nature understands by a buttress, and what by a dome. I conclude...
Our people's discovery means we can regulate the flow of rivers, even in a severe flood. You now have the ability to construct the dam district.
I conclude then this point touching upon the power of kings with this axiom of divinity. That is, to dispute what God may do is blasphemy. So it is sedition to dispute what a king may do.
إركيني وسخلوجو مداهين إلمي أردنجا حاجة جونموني.
Being a mercenary, though, hey, we just go wherever there's a mixture of money and trouble. Astronomy is much more fun when you're not an astronomer. If you owe the bank $100, that's your problem. If you owe the bank $100 million, that's the bank's problem. There are very honest people who do not think that they have had a bargain unless they have cheated a merchant. Man is a military animal, glories in gunpowder, and loves parades. We can roam the bloated stacks of the Library of Alexandria, where all imagination and knowledge are assembled. We can recognize in its destruction the warning that all we gather will be lost.
A great merchant has come to our civilization. Each one has a unique talent which will help our economy flourish.
can't go around arresting the Thieves Guild. I mean, we'd be at it all day. Not all who wander are lost. Strategy requires thought. Tactics require observation. The three great elements of modern civilization: gunpowder, printing, and the Protestant religion. Claims that cannot be tested, assertions immune to disproof, are veridically worthless, whatever value they may have in inspiring us or exciting our sense of wonder. The day we stop exploring is the day we commit ourselves to live in a stagnant world, devoid of curiosity, empty of dreams. Don't judge someone until you've stood at his forge and worked with his hammer.